9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, 0.
Tune in. This is your Friday Night Live podcast, photo and entertainment in Middle Georgia sales and services. Coke, don't worry about Pepsi. I had to go see a man about a music.
Look at here, look at here.
A-Town down.
And you better not lose.
Tune in.
Not so fast, my friend.
Better say it with your chest.
Come on now, shout it.
And you better not lose. And you better watch your mouth now.
I am a lady.
Better shut your mouth.
Yes, I am. I don't mean to interrupt. Better say it with your chest. Let's get it.
And you better not lose.
What's happening, people? What's happening?
What it do? What it do?
What's good? What's good?
What's going on? Obadiah, how you doing? First little loyal listener checking in. Thomas County Central. All right. All right, Mr. Wizard. Hopefully we'll see you soon. We hate to dock your pay. So make sure you get here on time. Y'all enjoy yourself, but do what you gotta do. So how was you gentlemen's weekend?
It was good up until Sunday for me.
Yeah. Yo, I never got your thoughts on yesterday's game. But how are you? What's going on, Brian? How you doing? What's going on, Stephen Gore? Welcome. It's Monday, y'all. It's another week. Can y'all believe we're almost halfway through the season? I can't.
Man, it is moving fast.
Like grease lightning. What's going on, Marquise? How are you feeling? I know you weren't feeling well earlier. I hope you're feeling better now. And if you don't feel better, you need to head to the med stop, like I said.
Yes.
Please, because I don't have no. I'm filled to capacity on RIPs at the present moment. So take care of yourself, okay? But. Hey, man, what's going on? Burke County. Y'all played. Huh?
Hey, man.
you came on for that. I asked you a question earlier. You didn't respond.
I do apologize. Just to go back to what you said, man, I felt pretty good this weekend. The Peach County Trojans went down to Chris County. Great
We
showing.
won't hear you, baby. We won't hear
The
you.
Peach County Trojans went down to Cordele, played Chris County, had a pretty good showing. The Georgia Bulldogs did what they were supposed to do. And then Sunday, I was right back to reality.
Shit, man, we all right back to reality on Sunday. Boy, I spared some. You know what? I'm glad somebody did call the police on Kirk Cousins. Boy, Kirk Cousins robbing us right now.
He's a scammer, but maybe it's because he didn't have any preseason snaps. You know what I mean? He just needs some time to get acclimated.
And here goes the person that see the good in everybody.
I'm just saying. I'm playing devil's advocate. That's all.
Oh, that what you call it? Hold on now. You can't take my role now.
God made more than one devil's advocate, sir.
Oh, he did?
He did.
Well, shit, who the other 5?
Listen, I can't help it. I try to give people the benefit of the doubt. I can't help it. What's going on, Deshaun? Okay. How you doing? Thank you, Obadiah. I appreciate you so much. We try to do as close to 7 as we can, but everybody here is employed, and we got stuff to take care of before we get on. So we try to do 7, so we say 7-ish. But I appreciate you keeping up and alerting him to when the podcast is. We certainly appreciate you. What's going on, Gio Blaylock? We appreciate you. Thank you for loving the show. What's going on, David Griffith? He said Falcons are garbage. They will never rise up. Now, let me. Who you with? Probably a cowbroad.
Hey, get him out of here right now. We're
Like,
not doing that this year.
about, David?
Get him out of here right now. That's one thing. Nice. I don't care. Get him out of here. That's one thing I will not stand for. You would not talk bad about my Falcons.
David Griffith, I need to check. You might be you might be an alternate. What you call it? Yeah, I knew you was a Cowgirl fan.
Cowgirls. Yeah, Cowgirls fan. Okay,
yeah, he's old Cal City fan.
Bring your butt to Atlanta here in a couple of weeks when them Dallas Cowboys come to town. And just to make sure you know exactly what week I'm talking about, I need for you to be in Atlanta Sunday, November 3rd, before 12 o'clock.
Mm-hmm. Exactly. Marquise, I'm so glad you feel better. And I'm glad you're getting some rest. And shout out to baby girl for making her daddy some soup. That's awesome. What's going on, Mr. Fletcher? Mr. Wizard? I don't know where you are. Yeah. He looking for you.
Well, y'all gonna learn to leave that dude alone. One of these days, y'all gonna learn to leave that dude alone.
What's going on, Keandra? Keandra, make sure I say your name right. Keandra, let me know if I said it right. Welcome to the podcast. If I'm not mistaken, you're a Toombs County Bulldog, so welcome. All right, what'd you make them, Nick? You need to cater us one day. We're gonna come down to Lions for Sunday meal. Let us know. Why we got to remember 40 points, David? I know you don't think Dak and company are going to score those. Not against that defense. What's going on? Oh, you made some cheeseburger. I bet you they were good. Thank you, Miss Pop. Thank you so much. We appreciate you, and I'm glad I said your name right, sweethearts.
We try. See, that's why we're glad we got you on here, Jessica. Because, man, you know me and Yo would have butchered her name up. That's why we love you, sis. That's why we love you. Well,
I love my brothers.
Everybody wasn't raised in the house with an English professor.
Exactly.
Whatever.
I could barely talk Georgian right now. And y'all talking about speaking King's English and stuff.
They will not be scoring 40 points against the Falcons. They're just not going to do it, Mr. Griffith. And we are not talking about them cow sisters no more today.
We ain't going to call them cow sisters. We just going to call them cowgirls. From here on out, they are known as the cowgirl.
Nah, I like the sisters better.
What's going on, Mr. Crookham? Lincoln County Red Devils football ranked number 6 this week. That's right. Y'all are steadily ascending the ranks. Y'all just one game at a time. What's going on, Mr. Flournoy? Okay, Marquise, Mr. Flournoy, welcome. He said, Mr. Thirsty, did you drink something after that loss yesterday? Let me tell you, don't even answer. I'm gonna answer for you.
Thank you, man.
Marquise, Mr. Thirsty drank before,
during,
and after.
Thank you very much.
If they could have won, he was going to drink. So don't ask that question about baby.
Shit, I'm drinking right now. The hell you talking about, buddy?
Thank you, sir. His liver is certified strong.
He must have. Okay, so you do understand. I'm gonna give you a little bit of background on me. I spent 24 years in the United States Navy. That's all we do is drink. Man, I'm refreshing my cup right now. Hold on, you want to hear it? Here you go. I done got me one of them automatic wine dispensers on the bottles now, because you know I'm about half gallons. Shit. All right, let's roll. Let's get the show going.
How you doing, Mr. Shields? Welcome. He says this is a great way to end the night. Well, thank you so much and
We
welcome.
appreciate that, Mr. Shields. We definitely appreciate that.
Nick, don't tag me in nothing about that child no more. I saw that. Be quiet. Let's see. Let me clench my pearls and hold on to my words.
We about to go for a ride and have some fun. We about to go for a ride and have some fun today. Cause man, we got some stuff to talk about from Thursday, Friday.
Mm-hmm.
Well, let's get it
Yeah.
rolling.
Let's get it rolling. Let's get it rolling. But we're so glad that y'all have checked in and we're ready to talk some high school football. This is officially week number 5. Yes. Wow. I mean, like grease lightning. I'm telling you, it's just going by super duper fast.
And if anybody know anything about that, it's you.
I don't know what that's supposed to mean, but I'll
It's
ask
a compliment. It's a compliment.
Oh, okay. Thank you. You can explain it to me later, because if not, I'm gonna cuss out. Um. Oh, that's a good question. Yes. Yeah. Parents. Some teams do have bye week. They had bye weeks They had bye weeks every week. I mean, Toombs County had a bye week the first week, so I know they were really itching to start playing. Nick Fletcher has a question, guys. Why haven't the Bailey boys upgraded Charlton's facilities?
It's a good question. I mean, all I can think of, I mean, I know a lot of places in these days and times, they have these kids that go to play where they're not originally from. And with those boys being from Charlton County, it's hard to imagine why they hadn't. You know, I don't see too many people coming back to Cedar Grove to do anything because that ain't where they from.
Ooh, okay. So
Really, dude, you throwing shots this early in the podcast?
It wasn't a shot, bro. I'm just answering the man question.
Why you gotta use us?
What I will say is, I don't think we have any Charleston County fans on here. I think it would be a question best answered by them. It might be some politics involved that we don't even know about. So if y'all know somebody from Charleston County that can give us a better explanation, let's do that.
Man, that joke was just 5-1 across the brow.
Man,
oh, you know what? That's cool, bro. Cause I'm gonna find my shot later on because it's gonna come up during this podcast. It's gonna come up during the show. I'm gonna find my shot later,
bro. I'm shooting blanks, bro.
I don't care.
Blanks, bro.
I'm sending one across your bow. That's all you gotta know.
You don't shoot
pew pew pew.
Hold on now. Hold on, bro. I'm talking about your sister over here, man. What she got going?
I'm just saying, you talking about you shoot blank. You got a 2-year-old. You don't shoot blank.
Whatever, dude.
What's going on, Mr. Hurst? How you doing? All right, Paris, you have a safe trip to Roberta. Y'all play Macon County. That could be anybody's game. So
in Wood.
I don't know.
Hey. Man, leave Crawford County alone right now. Don't you understand? Crawford County is 2-1. They is 2-1. Leave them alone right now.
They played Pike.
A win is a win.
They played Macon Academy of the Blind. Now, you think they finna really beat Macon County? I don't care what Macon County look like this year. Crawford County is not finna beat them.
Yo, in the words of Toombs County fans, a win is a win.
Toombs on top, baby.
A win is a win. So, with that being said, I just fired my shot at Toombs County. So, can I say something to Toombs County?
You can.
Thank you. Hold on. Let me get a sip of this Cavassier real fast.
Well, let me tell everybody, hey, while you drink, you're drunk.
Okay.
Listening to just say that name reminds me of that X in the middle of a red flag. Okay, let's talk about that. Let me know what you say. Let's go into, you know, we can talk about that. Oscar says shots fired with a 12 gauge. How you doing, Oscar? How you doing, Nikki Waco? Checking in. We appreciate you. Paris said they Paris said they won against GMC and Kendrick. That's it. Making kind of people said we probably gonna get them.
In what pairs?
Football. And Nick said, dang, Thirsty, after he had your back, you do him like that? He said they done took plenty of L's and they still gonna scream tunes on top.
I heard that, Nick.
Oh, okay. Wish I was closer. I'm thinking about having a Falcons kickback next Monday night. Oh, that would have been nice.
You about an hour, 45 minutes to an hour away from me, so shoot me the address. Me and Jess will pull up.
And I work from home, so I can work from anywhere. So
folks, hold on. You said somebody saying something about me sending shots.
Nick, you talking about Toombs County? They had an impressive win. I know what you're saying.
Okay, all right. Okay, can I go ahead and speak on that?
Go ahead, sir. Go ahead.
I got to get this out of my system because Nick been coming at my boy the Wizards all weekend, and so has what's her name, Poke.
Why y'all don't let the Wizard? Why you don't let the Wizard address these people?
Well, he gonna have his opportunity. Here's my thing though, right? Everybody knows that the Wizard lives in my basement, and him and his I don't know why he using quotations today, but him and his witch is on the way back here on the broom. But regardless, Toombs County, do understand it. Again, I'm gonna congratulate you on the win, but you played a wounded Rome team, and it's a wounded Rome team from the wrong aspect of being wounded. It's not because they acquired injuries throughout the season. It's because of what happened on their way home. So take the win, enjoy the win, bask in it, bathe in it, celebrate it, but do understand, Toombs. I'm not taking anything away from you because we all on this panel feel you are one of the top 4 teams in D1, single A D1 this year. But this ain't your state title. Rome was not your state title game. So do me a favor.
They know that.
No, they act like they don't. So here's my thing. Toombs, stay focused on the prize and finish the drill because we've seen this before. We saw this from Thompson last year. Don't be the Thompson of 2024.
Mm-hmm. Okay.
Stay focused, finish the drill. That's all I'm telling Toombs.
Can I respond? Let me say this. First thing, you're not the devil's advocate, Thirsty. I'm the devil's advocate. You are the agitator.
Okay.
Let's see. Miss Polk said, no, I haven't. I just said if the weather was good, they wasn't going to get 6 touchdowns on us. That's it. Nick said they played a wounded Toombs team. Now what? He said that now what part? Yes, Ricky Crookham. I'm like I'm gonna give Kirk another game or so, at least half a game. Falcons need to play a different quarterback.
Hold on, let me respond. Falcons will end up playing a different quarterback if that man continues to rob us the way he has. Did I get my receipt on air before over the summer when we signed him? Or after April?
I don't know, bro, but I told you I didn't like the signing. I don't want him here. He just took money for no reason.
Well, I'm gonna say it again, just so everybody have my receipt. Kirk Cousins is done after 2 years in Atlanta because his contract is front loaded. Come them last 2 years of his contract, we don't owe him jack. So he's done. He's just gonna be sitting on the bench collecting a check.
You said that. You said it. You did. And now let me say this. Nick says when anyone says I'm not taking anything away, that's exactly what you're doing. But he not worried about it because Charlton is up next. How you doing, Mr. Robert? Welcome. Mr. Map checking in from Greene County. Tough loss for y'all last Friday. He said we got to bounce back versus Lucy Laney.
You got a tough one. You got a tough one this Friday, Mr. Map.
Ooh, that's a tough one there, but again, Lucian Lady.
You got a tough one.
But I can't wait to talk about that one on Wednesday. We ain't gonna talk about it today, but we're gonna talk about it on Wednesday with that Lucian Lady game there. Ooh, that's a good one there.
I honestly think if y'all get y'all once your quarterback, if your quarterback gets comfortable, then y'all it's gonna be nothing but smooth sailing, I think. Nick says it means nothing if we don't get the game 15 and win it.
Hey Nick, you are exactly right, and that's why I say I don't want you all to be the Thompson of 2024. Finish the drill. It's the same thing with because we said this to Chris County during the COVID year, right? Finish the drill.
Oh Lord, they did not.
Yeah, they did not. All I know is Jerrigan, Mr. Jerrigan from Pierce County he got six fabulous flavors at his ice cream shop. That he had a scoop 6. All right, moving on.
And let me tell you something. I'm still mad at Chris County because of that. They subjected me to the single-handedly the most boring championship game I have ever witnessed in my life. It was absolutely horrible.
The Pierce County Oconee game, right?
Got to be more careful. That was the most terrible game I've ever seen in my life. Oh, but let's see. Marquise says Lucy Lane's running back Matthew White is a bad boy. He's only a sophomore. Nick said they'll never be Thompson. And
we're gonna find out in a couple of weeks.
Let's see.
Yeah, definitely.
He has a question. What did Walker do? What did Bo Walker do on Friday? I hadn't heard anything about that.
Man, Bo Walker put up 21 points. I mean, put up 18 points, 3 touchdowns in his debut performance with Raven Gap. That's what Bo did.
Good job, Mr. Walker. Congratulations.
He balled. Bo is ball. Yeah, Bo Walker. He balled out. I forgot who they played. I want to say they played a team down in New Orleans, but he balled out on I think it was an early Friday game that they had. It looked like they were playing in the Superdome from the highlights, but he had a good game though on Friday.
Well, shout out to him. Nick Fletcher, you gonna back up off them Falcons? And you gonna back up off them Seminoles?
Man, you could have left the rest of that alone.
I could have, but I didn't.
Man, that sounds like to me Nick Fletcher about to get the troll treatment here in a second if he keep it up. I'm just saying, because you ain't gonna be messing with our sister like that. Only we can do that, and her cousins, her family can do that.
Do it. We need to get Yo up out of here. Messing with
Why? Because Florida State suck. They 0-2.
Don't call me after this over with. Don't call me. Obadiah said, what will Friday Night Lights consider to be the biggest upset this past weekend in high school football?
Ooh,
man. Greene County?
No, he's saying this past weekend, right? Or this upcoming weekend?
No, this
past weekend.
Yeah,
man. You know what? One of my favorite ones is Decatur beating Stevenson. That's one of mine. Because a lot of people...
Stop. Hold on. Toone's kind of wrong, hand down, bro. We know the situation was wrong, but still. For that single A school to go up there and do what they did, bro, that's the biggest upset this weekend.
I was going, damn, I couldn't get that. Damn, can I get that? Can you give me a chance?
Hey, bro, that should have been the first thing came out your mouth. You've been riding Decatur. You've been riding Decatur for a minute, bro. I just had to go ahead and let you know.
No, I'm just saying, dog, it was
nothing.
Man, it's all about the drive to get there. It's all about the drive to get
Y'all
there.
know I'm gonna come straight at you. Just didn't you remember that conversation? And Mike, that's what killing me about Thirsty right now. Thirsty a straight at you, dude. Thirsty ain't finna beat round the block with you. Why you want to beat round the block now, bro? You know you
You
go
know
straight
what?
at him.
For
You know what?
offense.
You're exactly right. You know
Sometimes you
what?
gotta
You're exactly
feel
right.
up.
You're exactly right. I'm gonna get back to my original self. I was trying to kiss hands.
You
I was
take,
trying to
take,
shake hands and kiss babies. But you know what? You're right. Screw it. I'm getting
yeah,
back to my original self tonight.
get back to the Thirsty. You didn't get the name Thirsty B.S. Rollins for nothing, goddamn.
You're right on that, and I appreciate you reminding me of who I am.
That's what I'm
So,
here for, bro.
this is what I'm gonna say. Outside of that wrong game, um, 6A might want to be on watch out for North Gwinnett, because North Gwinnett been upset some folks. North Gwinnett is playing good ball.
I agree.
And um, they're Dawson fans.
Hmm.
Yes, you won. But here's my thing. Remain humble
Just notice
and
how,
and, and improve week to week and go 1-0.
cause notice how North Gwinnett scheduling a lot of them schools from down south.
Down there or having them come up there.
Yeah.
They just scheduling a lot of them schools from down south to beat up on them. They don't beat Colquitt. Now, if they go down or Valdosta go up or whichever way it is, I don't know where that game is at, and beat up on Valdosta too, man, below the
This,
goddamn net line for real, we ain't got no powerhouses in
hey,
6A.
this all I'm saying is now North Gwinnett about to get into region play entering this weekend, right?
Who was in that
Do
region?
understand who's in their region. They're dealing with a Brookwood, Parkview, Berkmar, Peachtree Ridge, Meadow Creek, North Cross, and Duluth.
They sound like all winnable games to me.
North Gwinnett might walk into the playoffs 10-0 is what I'm saying.
Uh-huh. That's what I was
That's
like.
what I'm getting at.
As soon as you said Berkman, I was like, oh my, come on. I was waiting on the juggernaut. I think that's North Gwinnett. Is that where Drew went? Where did he go?
Yeah, Drew went to North Gwinnett. Drew told us, pay attention, watch out for North Gwinnett this year. He told us this.
He did say that.
Over the summer, he was telling us, watch out for North Gwinnett over the summer.
Now that you say that, he did do that.
Yeah.
Let's see. That's right. One game at a time. One game at a time, Mr. Fletcher. Humble and hungry.
Yeah.
Mr. Hollis, tell me who you are and who you represent. I need to check your profile. Make sure you're not a troll, but welcome, darling.
Oh, can I comment on this one?
You can do whatever you like.
Man, I'm gonna be honest with y'all on that Texas Michigan game from Saturday. Watching Michigan, I felt they had a good running game, solid front seven, but they got exposed against Texas. They exposed the hell out of them, real bad. I did not see that type of game coming. I thought it was gonna be a closer game, but Texas did what they had to do, and they exposed Michigan. Now, on top of that, somebody asked the question, what was the biggest upset this past weekend? It wasn't in high school football. It was in college. It was Notre Dame losing.
Ooh.
So that was the biggest upset this past weekend was Notre Dame losing.
Not even just Notre Dame losing, it's Notre Dame losing to Northern Illinois.
And
I
you can't.
wasn't going to even say the team. I was going to get to the team, but no, you
They
going to
get
let
back to
me.
behind the bush again, bro. Just let it be
Nah.
known. They lost to Northern
Uh,
Illinois, dog.
And pay them
Northern Illinois.
$1.4 million to do it.
How homeboy say? Give me my money.
Just give me
Just
my
give me my
money.
money.
Give me my money. Yeah, Notre Dame. I don't know I don't know what happened with y'all, but yeah, y'all might want to stop knowing that. And then you still got to run to the ACC going forward. And you got some teams in the ACC that's really balling right now. I'm just saying because you still got to deal with. You got Purdue coming up this week, and then after that, You got Miami, Ohio. You should win that one. But you need to watch out for Louisville. Stanford gonna always play you tough. Georgia Tech is playing good ball.
They messed up Saturday, but yeah.
Yeah, yeah. I mean, but at the end of the day, though, Georgia Tech still playing good ball. Georgia Tech needed that loss to get them grounded, in my opinion, because they were still riding out the high over Florida State.
Mm-hmm.
But you got a good Navy team coming in to you in October. Florida State, yeah, Florida State gonna shit. They may not even have. Hey, they probably gonna have an interim coach by that time. By the time you get to them in November, Virginia Army, and then you're gonna lose your class to USC, and at the end of November. Notre Dame, you're not in the run for a national title this year. I'm sorry to say.
No playoff. I mean,
No, no. Notre Dame will not see the 12-team playoff. So what I'm saying to Notre Dame is join a conference. I understand you make good money. You got the TV contract with NBC, but in football, join the ACC and be done with it.
I think they're unofficially. I mean, they're not in the ACC, but they're ACC adjacent. Am I right? Am I right about it?
You are. They're unofficially part of the ACC.
Yeah. So, well, we'll see. We get into the thick of it. So, how did Texas look to you?
Hey, I cannot believe we finna spend all this time talking about Texas and Notre Dame and all of that. Don't none of that matter. Don't none of that matter, man.
We're not gonna talk about Colorado, dude. We're not gonna talk about Colorado.
We're not gonna talk about Colorado. It ain't but one team in college football that matter, man. Everything else is subpar. So
yeah, that's Georgia.
But I still would like to know, because we already know that. That's a given, right? According to you. So I want to know what you saw when you saw Texas play. Straight up. And we're going to get back to high school football in a minute, guys. But just what did you see?
I saw what I thought I saw. They were who we thought they were. And for the Bulldogs to have to play three of the top 6 teams within a month with Alabama, Ole Miss, and Texas. We walk away from that 3-0, man. Just go ahead and give us the championship at that time.
Okay, great. Honestly, great. But what did you see, Mike? Thank you.
Oh, in the Michigan?
Yes. What did you see?
Okay.
I get that UGA is better than Texas and UGA is going to win. But I want to know what are Texas' strengths and weaknesses, because I didn't see the game. So I want to know specifically about Texas.
Okay. It's not a matter of Texas and Michigan. It comes down to a matter of SEC versus Big Ten. And the difference between the two conferences is speed. That's what it comes down to. The speed of the SEC, there's no comparison trying to compare it to the Big Ten. The Big Ten cannot match the speed of the SEC.
Okay.
So therefore, Texas exposed, one, the speed of the SEC and the physicality of the SEC. Because once you get past that offensive and defensive line, the SEC is still gonna smack you in the mouth, and the Big Ten just ain't doing it like he used to do.
Bro, I can't believe you just let Jess Arabian Mountain you, dog.
How you say that?
I want a specific answers. You just dismissing everything that I'm saying. I'm asking a specific question, and you just kind of like, oh, just go sit over there in the corner, baby. UGA gonna win.
No. I'm just saying. You know how she was Arabian Mountain. Like you just keep hollering about Texas. Sometimes a relevant thing just don't need to be spoke on, babe. That's all I'm saying.
Listen, I need to know what I want to know, so that to be forewarned is forearmed. So I want to know. Okay, UGA, we know UGA, or we're 99% positive UGA is gonna be Texas. I just want to know why, other than something generic like that UGA is just better. I want to know, and that's all I'm saying. Let's move on, y'all.
You know what? I'm okay. We ain't gonna talk about college no more.
Back to high school football. Is Brooks and Pierce this Friday? Because they're talking about beating them. I don't see it. So Brooks is saying that they're going to beat Pierce County, right?
Say what? Brooks?
Well, I mean, what are they supposed to say? They're supposed to say Brooks is going to beat Pierce County. I'm glad you got back safely. How you doing? Let me say hello to the people, and then I'm gonna let you do what you got to do. Okay. Let's see, Mr. Hollis is from Irwin County, so welcome. Let's see. Yeah, I don't think he's gonna keep his job either, Mr. Fletcher. Shout out to the NIL. And Obadiah said he asked the question, and the question was dealing with high school, not college. But I mean, we answered the high school, and then we moved on to college. Derek Redding, welcome, Mr. Redding. He said the schedule is weak until University of South Carolina or University of Southern California. I don't know if you're talking about Texas or Michigan.
Notre Dame.
Oh, okay. Thank you. Tell you how much I pay attention to that. Tell you how much I pay attention. It's not Friday, Mr. Wizard.
I didn't say
it's that what it sound like. Or maybe it's my mind.
Well, hold on. Is the Mexican fella or the EPOM?
Mo?
No.
Fuck him.
You so disrespectful.
Huh?
What's going on, Patrick Watkins? 2024 state champion in the building. I'm gonna read that every time you say it. So you take it all in, Mr. Watkins.
What a day when December come.
Mr.
Oh, he held me at the top in the beans too.
Nick, Nick, you got a point, and Dion need to stay out of the portal and recruit. And Nick says Notre Dame's pride won't let them join the conference. Of course not, because they are Notre Dame. Mr. Williams,
you want to say NBC got a money contract with NBC. I wouldn't let it go either.
Yeah. Mr. Williams, Philip Jacob Williams, welcome to the podcast. Let us know who you represent. He says Texas will win it all.
And what?
Obadiah said he thought the score would be higher as a UGA fan. They start putting in, I mean, after you beat somebody to sleep, you need to let your younger guys get some reps. So that's that.
Okay.
Mr. Reddy says Texas run defense is top tier. Thank you for letting me know. Let's see what's going on, Mr. Hadley. Rocky, tell us why Brooks County is going to be. Well, you can tell us, but we'll definitely focus on it on Wednesday. Brooks County and Pierce County got a big game coming up this week. Let's see. Texas defense is all you need to know. Okay.
Okay. Anyway, how was y'all weekend?
I was freaking standing, Mr. Wiggle.
Mine was uneventful, just like I like them.
I wish I could say the same. But y'all know me.
I don't want to know about your wild weekend.
Okay. You know what? I'm not even going to talk about it. I'm just going to get into how I did. Can I get into how I did this past week?
Yes.
Okay. So, in private, as you can see on the screen, I went 8-0.
Ooh, good job, Mr. Wilson.
I know. It had me moist too.
I see.
Oh, my bad.
This is Monday, not Friday. Don't make me cut your mic.
Man, the people come to see me. Don't nobody care about you, Otis.
Mr. Wizard, I'm gonna forget it's Monday. You don't want that.
No. You know what? I love you, Auntie Jess.
Keep going.
Okay. D2. I went 6-1 overall. ECI. What's y'all problem? That's what I'm trying to figure out.
That had to be the most boring game.
Like who like if you're an ECI fan and you're a McIntosh County fan and you out there in that weather and that score is 7-6, you mad at everybody. You mad at the people who sold you the ticket. You mad at the people who unlocked the gate. You mad at the officials. You mad at the groundskeeper. That had to be the most boring game ever.
Listen, I was out in it. My team won by 4 scores, and I was still mad. So I know y'all were mad. Mr. Drigger says ECI's problem is play calling. And Nick said it was a great baseball game.
That was kickball or cricket or something.
The only team that matters in college football is the Georgia Bulldogs. All right, Danny Jones, and welcome to the podcast.
Hey, Danny. How you doing?
Oh, Lord. Okay, so you were 6-1 in D2. What about D1?
Oh, 6-2.
Okay.
Who burnt you? Who burnt you, Mr. Wizard?
You really want to know?
I do.
Move the comment. Move the comments so I can see the bottom.
That damn wrong. And that daggone Blakely County.
Blakely and Rome.
Rome.
Now, the Blakely and Southwest game, you know, you would expect Blakely to win. But if I look at your score there, you thought it would be a 3-score game, and I don't think it would have been that much. I think it would have been much closer. I can live with that. But for Toombs to go up and upset Rome, that's big.
It is. And just for clarification, guys, the scores in the brackets are the actual scores of the week.
All I'm saying is a win is a win. And I'm going to leave it at that.
Now, see you, Mr. Wizard, Miss Polk, and Mr. Fletcher been calling you out all weekend, and all you gonna say is a win is a win.
Well, you know what? You been looking for me. Here I go. What you gotta say? What y'all two gotta say? Let's talk. What you gotta say?
Ooh, I think Toombs will win it all, Marquise. He said at least he gave us 21. Some had it 55-7. Well, that was wrong for that. Welcome to the podcast, Ricky. He said two games he's paying attention to are Seminole County versus Pelham and Mitchell County versus Clinch County. Seminole County and Mitchell County are both undefeated, but undefeated records in non-region play can be deceiving.
We'll talk about that on Wednesday. Say that comment for Wednesday, okay?
But that's a good take, Mr. Moss.
That's a great take. Because, I mean, everybody look good when you playing the Sisters of the Deaf, Dumb, Blind, and Poor.
I mean,
but I don't know their record. I don't know who. I know Seminole County is undefeated, but I can't remember who they played.
Well, if I'm not mistaken, didn't Seminole upset Schley the first week?
They did. But then as weeks went on, we can see that Schley's only won one game.
One game.
So, again, it'll all come out in the watch. But yeah, thank you for bringing that up. I'm gonna pay attention to them too. Yes, Mr. Fletcher, y'all do have a bullseye on your back, and it look like y'all welcome it because y'all gonna tell some folks Toombs on top. Y'all gonna hear that from the rafters. Y'all probably do that at work.
That's all I'm saying is.
Ooh, shade. Obadiah got you.
Wait a second.
He said the Wiz may not know much about South Georgia. Shade. Oh, shade.
Okay, Mr. Obadiah. Can I ask Mr. Obadiah a question?
He will answer it.
Where you rank at in the pickles? Okay, moving on.
Now the Wizard throwing low blows.
Moving on.
Mr. Wizard, you got a question?
What's that? What's the question?
You can read.
What do I know about D-Land, Florida? I'll tell you on Wednesday. That's what I'm gonna tell you on Wednesday, because I'm talking about this past weekend. I'm not talking about this coming weekend. I'll tell you on Wednesday.
I got you, Obadiah. Obadiah says, Wizard. Let me clear my throat. I'm ranked where I'm ranked because I missed the week. But just make sure you read this comment. I got you, friend.
Well, you know what? The bottom line is, yes, you are right. You're ranked where you rank, but you're ranked behind me.
What's going on,
moving on to 2A.
Just for your prediction, though, just keep in mind that I don't know how to say that. The school out of Florida is fast. What's going on, Keith? He said he got to do his homework.
Okay. Yeah. Pick some better wins. 2A. Went 7-1 overall. Yeah. I knew Callaway was going to reestablish themselves in 2A. And I really wanted to pick them, but I thought Cook was going to prove themselves. And Cook proved themselves not to be who I thought they were.
Ooh. You can still bounce back, Cook.
Yes, they can.
Let's see. Danny says he has Pierce to repeat this year if they continue to play the way they are. Tough, disciplined, and together. And Marquis said, you preaching tonight, Wizard.
Marquis. I ain't preaching now. I'm just talking, you know.
Don't blow his head up, Marquis. Don't blow his head up.
No, blow my head up. Puff, puff, and blow my head up.
Okay, 3A.
Okay, in 3A, I went 6-1. I don't know why, but for some reason, I thought Stevenson would prevail, but they didn't, and lost to Decatur. Yeah, so Stevenson, you're off my radar. I'm no longer paying you no attention no more for the rest of the year.
Until they have to face, never mind.
Okay, we'll give him a little credit because, so Jefferson came down from what, 4A?
Yeah.
Okay, so Stevens kind of came down from 3A?
Stevenson.
Okay. Stevenson
no, he said Stevens.
No, I was talking about Stevenson and Decatur earlier. That's the one I took. Now, you want to talk about Jefferson and Stevens County?
No. Let's focus on Stevenson. Because you might not be paying them any attention right now, Mr. Wizard. But I'm sure your landlord, who you pay rent for living in his basement, he better be worried about Stevenson to come a couple of weeks from now.
Man, ain't nobody looking at Stevenson until the last game of the season, until November. Can I keep moving?
Moving along.
Keep on, Mr. Wizard. You're a little testy. I'm going to let you have it.
Okay. 4A, man. 4A has some good games this weekend. So, overall, I went 3-3.
Wow.
Unthankful to Ware losing in overtime. Cass getting demolished. And Houston County. But you know what? I'm going to say Warner Robins and Houston County. Where's y'all defense at? Where's y'all defense? I mean, it seemed like to me the defense stayed on the bus. And y'all was playing flag football. Y'all playing 7-on-7 for 48 minutes. That's what it seems like to me.
I'm surprised. I'm surprised at Warner Robins, but and then again, I'm not, because AJ is AJ. You know what I mean? Yeah. And Bull is Bull. You know, so that is a deadly combination. I mean, they have a high power offense, but with regard to Hoko's defense, I told somebody in the group the other week, and they were talking about check the stats and this, that, and other. But listen, Hoko has never been known as a defensive juggernaut, and that guy was trying to argue me down.
Man, they're giving up 40 points a game this year.
Yes.
So it's not like that. But I will say this. look for Hoko to kind of get some things together with some players that will be coming in this week. With that being said, I still don't think they win the region. It's just that they're playing in a very tough region. You know, Hoko was going to put up points, and their defense is giving up points. So I'm with you, Jeff. I'm surprised that Warner Robins did put up that many points to be able to outlast the high power offense that Hoko has.
Mm-hmm.
Shout out Rashad Dinkins, Georgia Tech commit, because that's who made it happen.
Yeah.
Well, that's all I'm gonna say. Hoko better get it. Hoko, get it together before October 18th.
What's going on, Mr. McDaniel? He's welcome. He said the Demons defense has been giving up points the last 2 seasons. And yep. What happened 2 seasons ago, Mr. McDaniel? Tell us.
They was playing for a state championship.
What happened to you for the past last 2 seasons, which was last year and this year, they have been giving up points. So what happened? There was a transition, right?
Yeah.
Because their previous coach was a defensive guy, right?
Juggernaut.
Yeah. And
you look at the team, and you look at the team he's with now. Yeah, they're not giving up no points. So
yeah, so that you're right, Mr. McDaniel. That's what happened. What's going on, Mr. Walker? I see Coffee County is coming into the building. So welcome. Just in time for 5A.
All right, with that being said, in 5A I went 3-3.
Ooh.
No, serious. I went 3-3 because Hughes disappointed me. Which I realized what Hughes is really working with. And okay, you got some adjustments to make. You played a good game, but you need to work on that. You need to work on your run defense right up the middle. Your A and B gap run, your A and B gap defense. Work on it.
They need to work on a 2-minute drill too.
That too. Oh yeah, we ain't gonna talk about the clock management and what coach did with 3 minutes left in the game and you down by a touchdown. We're not gonna get into that. But I already spoke on the Houston County Warner Robins game, and I already spoke on the Roman Tunes. I'm not gonna speak on those 2 games anymore. But overall, well, since you said that,
no, thank you.
Oh, I can't get on Tunes no more.
No, leave them alone now. They done proved you wrong.
Okay, I'm gonna leave them alone for now.
So
all I'm saying is, what's up? What you got?
No, Mr. Wizard, I'm just going down your list here, and the Douglas County. Oh, okay. I'll wait till you get to 6A. Go right ahead, Mr. Wizard. I apologize.
Oh, what I do?
Nothing.
Okay.
Let me read these couple of comments. Let me read these couple of comments before you get to 6A. And so we can get the 5A comments out of the way. And it's only 2. Coffee has her hands full this Friday night. And see, Danny says that was a good loss for Ware County. I pick any team from Georgia to win to represent us against all those out-of-state teams. This lets us see that every Georgia high school football team is tough and can compete with any team. Every team except Creekside.
Ain't that been y'all thing tonight? Shots fired.
Okay, go ahead.
Okay, so I'm gonna move on.
Yes, sir. Go ahead.
6A. In 6A, I went 7-2 overall for the week. Again, the Douglas Hughes game. And
how dare you, Mr. Wizard? How dare you go against Valdosta?
Valdosta, I'm gonna congratulate you on a well-played game. Now, here's my only thing for you.
Stay humble.
Stay humble and finish the drill because we know you have a region that you got to deal
with. Speaking of, do you know that everybody, I know it's the beginning of the season, but everybody in that region is undefeated.
In what region?
Almost everybody. Well, we know Colquitt County ain't undefeated.
I said, but Colquitt, everybody but Colquitt is undefeated, I think.
Oh, okay.
And Tiff. Everybody but Colquitt and Tiff is undefeated.
You got Camden.
Anything else but
No, listen to this. You got Camden, Lowndes, Valdosta, and out of all people, Richmond Hill still undefeated in that region. And guess what? They get in the region play in the next 2 weeks. And guess who Valdosta open against in region play? Camden County. Oh, it's
It's Valdosta's region. I said that. Check my receipts from the beginning. So to take Jessup over Valdosta, I don't understand that one.
Valdosta had to prove themselves at the end of the day. Period. Point blank. That's what it came down to.
Okay. Move the comment because I can't see the bottom.
Okay. So we're gonna move on to the pick'em. So these are the results of the pick'em from this week. In the pick'ems, I went 6-4 overall. I want to congratulate. Man, I just forgot his name. What's the guy's name that won the pick'em this week?
If you hadn't asked me, I would have told you.
You know who I'm talking about.
I do. Is it?
Yo, Toy.
Nah, it was
Lies, fallacies, and distortions.
We know it wasn't him.
Sure wasn't him. His name was it Mike Jasper or something?
Jim McCray. Jim McCray, congratulations on winning the pick'ems this week, going 9 out of 10. Do me a favor, Jim McCray. Go work on your 100 to-do list this weekend.
If he keep doing that, he can catch up with everybody.
Yeah. But so congratulations to Jim McCray for winning the pick'ems again, going 9 out of 10, and the tiebreaker was not required. So with that being said, this is what the leaderboard is looking like.
Hey, what that dude yo saw it?
Missing in action, MIA.
He is on the back of a milk carton.
MIA.
Shout out. So, okay, can I ask you a question? In the event, Mr. Wizard, in the event that like you have a 3-way tie, are you going to do a tiebreaker or are you just going to take 6 with you?
Oh, no. It's going to be based on date time stamp. Get your pick'ems in early. That's all I can tell you.
Oh.
The earlier you get your pick'ems in, the better off you are. If you wait till Thursday or Friday to get your pick'ems in,
so that's the tiebreaker, the timestamp.
Okay. Don't worry about it. That kid Yo Soy gonna push all of them down anyway, so it ain't gonna matter.
Who's that? Oh, that's you?
Yeah, that's that guy. He coming.
Oh, that Asian fella.
Check.
Okay. You know what? I love y'all. But I'm gonna get up out of here.
Get out of here, Wizard.
I'm gonna go back down to the basement.
Okay, we don't want to know what you're gonna do down there in the basement. Just have a great day and come back Wednesday. Make sure you're on time, okay?
Yes, ma'am. I will see y'all on Wednesday. Y'all have a good one.
All right. Be good. All right. Let me read this comment from Mr. Walker. He says, y'all are really shooting. Y'all pop pound down here today. Mr. Walker says Thomas County Central ain't that good as people say they are. I watched them against Thomasville and they ain't showed me nothing. Thomasville just was not big enough, or the depth was not there.
Boom, boom. I don't know about no pum pum. I don't shoot no pum pum. I shoot booms.
Wow.
But that was a cat.
That was a fire. That was a real fire shot.
Derek Red says, so how can you tell they got bullied? I'm not gonna read Obadiah, but Mr. Walker, you better read what Obadiah said. He done told you something. Nick says, Mr. Walker, we watched 2 different games then. Oh, and you know, pass you whatever you smoking on. Danny says you cannot sleep on Tiff County this season. Valdosta's resume speaks for itself over the years. Okay.
Okay.
So they going back and forth. Well, okay, let me ask you this, Thomas County Central fans. I mean, so last year's team was last year's team, right? And this team is very good. So my question is, do you all think that you're as good as you were last year? Are you better, or is it just a different kind of team?
Nah.
I'm asking I did not say Thomas County Central fans. I
Okay.
want their
I'm a
opinion.
TCC fan. Then I answer that for you.
Okay.
Nah.
Okay. Okay.
I'm trying to tell you. Anybody tell you they're not as good as they were last year. Don't
Mr.
take away
McManus,
from them not being a good team though. But they're not as good as they were last year.
Mr. McDaniel says, hell no, they ain't. Mr. Fletcher says they aren't as good, but they've definitely reloaded. Okay.
And what? Reloaded and what? Because and the reason I'm asking the question is because when you look at the performance this past Friday, okay, when you started the game off, what was the score going into the second quarter?
About 40 to nothing.
No, it wasn't. No, it wasn't.
You saying last year or this
Last
year?
year?
No, this past Friday.
Oh,
What
okay.
was
It
the
was kind of
score?
tight, wasn't it?
What was the score going into the second quarter?
It was kind of tight.
What was the score going into halftime?
It was kind of tight.
Tight. Exactly. This is what I'm saying. TCC. Um, come the end of September, and this stretch and this gauntlet you got through from October to November, if you ain't playing your best ball, you're gonna be looking at second or third in the region. Because yes, you won the game 48-10. You didn't really blow. You didn't open the game up until the second half.
So
But
you think
again,
depth played a factor?
the who depth.
For Thomas County Central, like their depth kicked in. Is that why they?
Yeah,
Is that
yeah,
why you saying they?
their depth kicked in the second half. But what I'm saying is, again, this is the same thing we was talking about last year. Is run through your get through your region and stop playing them teams up and down that little stretch of road that y'all live on. Get outside of it. Now, granted.
Ooh, agitator.
Oh, I'm finna agitate the hell out their ass. Cause I'm finna tell you straight up, I would love to see Thomas County Central play a Heritage of Florida, a Miami Central. I would love to see that. I would love to see them play one of the top 15, top 25 teams in Alabama. But Thomas County Central ain't doing that. I would love to see that just to prove to yourselves. It ain't to prove to us, the viewers or your fans. Prove to yourself that you can compete at the highest level. If you are so good, you feel you're so good, step outside of your element. Play some teams that can compete with you. And I'm not asking you to play no IMG. I'm not asking you to do that. Play a top 25 team in Florida. Play a top 25 team in Alabama.
Okay.
But you're not doing that. You're beating up on the same people you've been beating up for years. Hell, I'm surprised Brooks ain't on your schedule this year. You replaced Brooks with Monroe this year.
Now I will say 3 years ago, everybody was beating up on Thomas County Central. So
I'm with you on that.
It goes in cycles. So the fact
And I'm
that
with
they
you on that.
play, yeah. Go ahead.
The tide changed. The tide has changed for Thomas in that area. Thomas
But it
County
ain't
Central
really
got to play.
changed much. It's some other things happen, but
Yeah, we know that, and we're not gonna get into that. But bottom line is, we just gonna say it like this: the tide changed down in that area.
Okay.
So therefore, all I'm saying is, Thomas County Central. If you think you're big and bad, schedule top 25 in Florida. Schedule top 25 team in Alabama. and let's see what you're really working with.
Okay. So I'm
But at the
on.
same time, I'm with Mr. But they don't want that smoke.
I'm gonna get down this timeline in a minute, because I know you got some comments behind that. Mr. Nicholson, welcome, Mayor Persons High School Bulldogs. Okay, let me stop right here, and then I'm gonna get back to what we were saying. So I just happened to be reading the Georgia Perk report today, reading the boards, and guess who showed up on the board? The head coach for the Hayaks out of Canada. And he talked about his experience in Georgia and what a great time and how everybody was so kind and gracious and they really enjoyed themselves. And he also said this, and I'm telling you this for Mr. Nicholson. He said that in his 14 years, I want y'all to shut up when I say this, okay? You too, just be quiet. He says in his 14 years of coaching, Mayor Persons was the best team he's ever coached against. So that's a compliment to you all, Mayor Persons.
Yeah, and when you first sent that to me and I read it, you owe me some body work because my car ran off the road by itself. So I'll send the bill your way.
He won't get paid. Mr. Wilkins, how you doing? He said last team, Thomas County Central's the team last year for Thomas County Central was better on defense. Okay, that's acceptable. Let's see. Nick said the freshman defensive back is the truth, and that defensive line has some young guns. They're talking about Thomas County Central. They were talking about Thomas County Central, Mr. Shields. It was 24-10 at the half.
I think he was asking who are Thomas County. Langston
I was
or
telling
Thomas
him.
County.
And I said Thomas County Central. That's who he was
No. Like,
Langston or Thomas County Central. He's asking what they were doing a matchup.
Yeah.
Well, one thing about it, based on how the brackets are set up, and assuming Thomas Thomas County Central gets the number 1 seed and Langston Hughes gets the number 1 seed in their region, we won't be able to find out for sure until the championship game.
But I test, and with things Boom been doing lately, I go with TCC.
Yeah, it's pretty, because they got some dogs on Langston Hughes, but I don't know what.
Nah, my problem. I'm still saying the same thing I said last year with Langston Hughes. They receiving room. It's their receiving room. They don't have the same receivers that they had before with Aaron Nolan's junior year.
That quarterback pretty good.
Though. I'm not saying that. It's the receivers though. At the end of the day,
I know, darling. I know.
Go back and watch the tape. And that run defense up the middle.
I was just making a comment, sweetheart.
Well, I don't know. I don't think the offensive line is up to par like they normally had, especially when Aaron Nolan was there. Because he felt like he was under duress all night. Like, even when they got the sack or whatever, the last couple of drives when they was shutting the game down, like, I think he was sacked several times that game.
And I mean, when it came down to it, they couldn't hold. Penalties messed them up, like all of that. So,
and let's be real now. Langston Hughes had control of that game, majority of the game.
The majority of the game, they did. And then when Doug was counting, they just kept punching and they just kept picking, and they just kind of warmed down, and I think they just kind of lost momentum, and then I think they started panicking, because you can't tell me that last drive was full of panic.
Man, say what you want to say. Langston Hughes' run defense up the middle is their soft spot. That's their soft spot. That's what killed them.
Okay.
That's what killed them in that game. Running up the middle between that A and B gap is what killed them at the end of the day. But that's all they were doing. That's all they did. And then Langston Hughes shot themselves in the foot with some untimely penalties on defense.
Yep.
But
I mean, that's how they were able to go ahead and do that 2-point conversion, remember?
Yeah. So when it comes to Langston, they got some Langston Hughes, Coach Bowl got some things to clean up over there. But at the end of the day, I still think their downfall, which is going to show, its ugly face again, is that receiving room, man. I don't care. They just don't have them big receivers that they had, like they had before in Aaron Nolan's junior year.
So I'll say this: whoever comes out of that Thomas County Central, Coffee County region, if you are the second or third seed, you got an easier pass to the state championship.
And now, I do got a question for y'all though. With
Sure.
all that being said, as we talk about Hughes, right? Hughes enters region play this week against Banneker. And then they go up against Dutchtown, Noonan, McIntosh, Northgate, Monroe, and Lovejoy. They're going to win the region. We know this for a fact.
Good Lord.
They got an easy region schedule.
So they're not in the region with Mays?
No.
Oh.
Nah. I'm telling you the region right now. Banneker, Dutchtown, Noonan, McIntosh, Northgate, Monroe, and Lovejoy.
Mm.
If they had won that Douglas County game, they would have walked in the playoffs 10-0. But still, they're going to walk in with a region, with a number one seed out of their region, with a top 8 seed. But it's just the fact that now they got no competition really in that region. Who's going to compete with them in that region?
Well, they won't be seeded. They traditional playoff.
Yeah, and that's why I say they walking in with a top 8 seed, regardless, as a region champ. But my thing is, who's going to compete with them in that region? Nobody.
No.
And you thought Dutchtown had a shot, but then they go out and lose to the likes of Stockbridge and Ola and everything else. So yeah.
Whoa! Now hold on. Now Dutchtown beat Stockbridge. Now I was on that one early this season.
Oh yeah, you talk Cam money about that, didn't you?
Yeah, I told you from the jump, Dutchtown was gonna jump on Stockbridge, and Stockbridge gonna lose to Jones County. Those are my two games. I told you Stockbridge was gonna lose. But
now worried about Ola. Ola don't beat Jones.
Yeah. Now we speaking of Dutchtown. Here's what Dutchtown did. Week 1 beat Stockbridge, and then came back and lost to South Gwinnett and Stevens.
My lord.
I'm like, really, Dutchtown? When you had a chance to run the table? But again, though, I am looking forward though to the Stockbridge Jones County game that's going down September 27th. I'm looking forward to that.
Mm-hmm. Okay. Well,
and then they come back and play Ola the week after that on October 4th.
Mm. So, Thomas County Central was 24-10 at the half against Thomasville. Nick says it's a rivalry game. It's supposed to be tight at the beginning. Eventually, the cream rose to the top.
No. Stop that comment right there. No, it ain't. So I'm not buying that. I'm not looking at it. Whatever you trying to sell, I ain't buying because that's some bullshit. And I'm gonna tell you why some bullshit. Because last year, I know it ain't Friday, but I gotta call a spade on this one. That's a bullshit that comment because last year y'all ripped Thomasville 45-7. Let's be real about it. And then you turn around, okay, 48-10 this year, right? But the game last year was nowhere as competitive to what the game was this year in that first half. If Thomasville had some depth, they would have challenged y'all.
And Mr. McDaniel agrees with you. He says nutrition and depth got Thomasville. No one in Region 258 is running the table. Every playoff team will have a loss. Mr. Walker agrees with you too. He says, speak, bro. He hadn't seen the big picture because Highway 84 ain't it. Nick wants to know why you think they don't schedule those games?
Because they're scared. No, well, I'm not gonna say they're scared. I'm gonna take that back. I'm gonna retract that. What I'm gonna say is this: you had games already, contracts already set in place. That's what I'm gonna say. So when those contract runs out, challenge yourself.
Whew.
I'm gonna put it like that.
All right, Tori. Welcome, Tori. He said Thomas County Central didn't want no smoke this year with Brooks. Nick says 5A is loaded for real. And Obadiah says Mike has a whole lot of mouth tonight. Well, what's up with Cedar Grove, my guy?
Man, we've been off for the past 2 weeks. Shit, man, we itching to play somebody. All I know is we heading out to Texas on Wednesday, and we'll be back on Sunday with a victory in hand.
All right.
And what?
In tackle football.
Man, y'all can go out there messing with folks just like Creekside Wolves. Y'all had no business going out there.
But now everybody know we ain't playing no DeSoto. We ain't going out there playing no national rank. We ain't going out there playing no national rank. Man, dog, that's a local raffle.
Bro,
we want to play a local raffle.
You missing the whole point, bro. It ain't even about the Texas team, bro.
What is it about?
Like y'all. It's y'all, bro. Y'all ain't that. Y'all ain't that, bro.
See, okay, we had a discussion on Wednesday.
Yes, y'all had that discussion for the millionth time off camera. Mr. Reddy says, I'm with you when you're right, and next year with so many returning will be the time to do it. Danny says TCC needs to either play Duncan Bill or DeSoto. TCC don't go out there bothering folks.
Nope. I'm not even. You know, I'm not even asking TCC to do no dumb stuff like that. All I'm saying is challenge yourself. It's a non-region game, man. It ain't gonna mean nothing come, for your playoff seed. It's just to get your team one. Give them an experience. Give your people an experience. And this is what I mean. Prime example. City Grove going out to Texas this week, right?
Mm-hmm.
So while City Grove is out there in Dallas, what are they gonna do? They're gonna practice at TCC while they're out there. TCU while they're out there, and they're going to go. They're gonna play Friday night. Saturday morning, they're gonna get up and go enjoy the game at TCU on Saturday and spend time with an old coach. It's not about just playing out of state competition. It's about exposing your players to other stuff.
So I got a question, bro.
Yeah.
What's
your question?
I'm saying, babe, she was trying to say something. I didn't know if she wanted me to ask.
No, I didn't have a question. I thought you had just stopped talking.
I had a question.
Okay, go ahead.
I just want to know. When y'all lose Friday, do y'all still go to the TCU game?
Yep. And you know what? The key word in your phrase was what? That 2-letter word, if.
Oh, I ain't say if. You missed that.
No, you said if. You said if. I heard if, and that's what I'm sticking with. I heard if. I heard if, and that's what I'm sticking with. I heard if, and that's what I'm sticking with.
Hey, that's talking to you, bro.
No, I ain't talking to you yet.
Let me read these comments so we can get to these polls. Torres said that Thomasville played Brooks later in the season like we used to because we were in the same region. Thomasville wouldn't have won 2 if not the last 3 that they did. Ricky Moss has a question. What happened to the Colquitt versus TCC rivalry? It used to be top non-region rivalry back in the 90s and 2000s, but when the Colquitt County became a national brand and TCC slipped, the rivalry went away. You answered your question, and I think that would be a great matchup.
Maybe last year. I don't think so this year.
You got my kid? What's going on, Mr. Tate? Mr. Nicholson, Mayor Person versus Troup County. I think you all will beat Troup County with absolutely no problem, Mr. Lee.
That's a Wednesday conversation.
Yeah.
Y'all, man, they trying to get us to talk about our content for Wednesday already.
Well, they're eager. It's a new week.
Fact.
Obadiah says Ricky Moss, that's not necessarily true. They stated once early and the podcast things happen. So let's not go down the road when it comes to the Packers, because we all know when y'all choke deadly. He's not a Colquitt Packer, Mr. Farley. He just asked a question. Morris says Langston wet the bed in the 4th.
That third shit, the whole second half.
Derek Redden said number 7 for Douglas County had his way running inside. Let's see. Obadiah. What's going on, Mr. Hunter? Derek Redden said they had one touchdown negated and a missed field goal. It should have been 34-10. Which game are you talking about, Mr. Redden? Let me know.
It got to be the TCC Thomasville game.
Oh. But he said they had a touchdown negated. I don't know. Okay. Derek Red said Thomasville has 92 kids on their roster. Why do you all keep saying that?
Saying what?
That they should be playing outside.
Oh, you know what? I got this one, bro. Okay. You said Thomasville got 92 kids on their roster. So here's my question. I don't understand the school system down there, so don't take my question too hard like that. I just need to know so I can proceed. Is there a middle school that feeds into Thomasville?
Yeah, I mean, it's two.
I'm assuming so. I'm assuming so.
It's two different school districts.
I'm with you on that. So this is the same conversation we had last year when it comes to depth with 3A playing 5 and 6A schools. When you got a 5, 6A school playing a 3, especially a 2A division single A school, it's a difference between your 1s, 2s, and 3s. It's a dramatic drop off. Your 1 and 2, they might be, we're going to use Madden ratings for this, okay? They might be within 10 to 15 points of each other, Madden rating wise, right? But when you go from your 1 to your 3, dude, you're talking a 30, 50 point rating difference for that smaller school compared to that big school. So just because Thomasville is dressing 92 kids, which I find to be unbelievable, it's a dramatic drop in depth compared to a larger school. So when we sit up here and we talk about larger schools playing smaller schools, depth is always going to be an issue because of the talent drop in that smaller school as you substitute. Whereas you maintain some level between at that larger school, your 1 and 2, you might have a 5-point difference in your Madden rating. So I don't want to hear Thomasville addressing 92 kids and they got depth. No, they don't. Not compared to a larger school, they don't. I'm not buying that at all. Sell that water to a different fish.
What's going on, Chris? How you doing? Welcome to the podcast. Danny Jones said, Mike, why y'all coming in here messing with these folks? Cedar Grove is going to get the same treatment Creekside got. Mike, I live in Texas, and these teams are no joke, even the little teams.
Okay.
And if it was the same team y'all had years ago, then y'all would have a chance, but not now.
Man, you know what? Hold on. Can I keep my positive thoughts?
You can, sir.
Okay, because I already said we were going to lose our 3 regular season games, but I'm thinking we got a chance walking in on Friday. I feel we got a chance. I know we got a chance walking in on Friday.
Yeah, it's called a snowball.
You got a chance.
It don't matter. It don't matter, but it's a chance. I take that 0.95% chance. I'm going to take that because I already said we going 6-3, and I'm sticking with my receipt.
Stick with it, friend.
Okay.
Deshaun says, no, Derek said we tried to get Colquitt. I'm thinking Colquitt. They tried to get Colquitt this year, but their schedule didn't allow it, so they played Lions. Good Lord, y'all beat them to death. Was that a scrimmage game? I think. Deshaun said at the end of the day, Thomasville's going to be all right in their region. It's all on us after we lost. See, no excuses. I like that. You must have gone to Fort Valley State, Mr. Hunter. Mr. Walker said, y'all are like dropping bombs. Sounds kind of Central doesn't play any competition, is getting upset when people speak on it because Highway 84 ain't it. Christopher Sloan says the money games for Thomas County Central are Thomasville, Cairo, and Bainbridge.
Man,
Playing teams that don't bring a good crowd hurts revenue. It's all about money.
Just stop right there. Here's my thing. Yes, we said, yo, if I'm not mistaken, we said it last year that Thomas County Central wasn't playing competition in their non-region schedule.
Mm-hmm.
And I know for me personally, I'm saying the same thing again this year. That's why if Thomas County Central is that dude, then be that dude and step out of your comfort zone. Because if the bigger schools in the state can do it, and some smaller schools in the state can do it that feel like they're that dude in their classification and can step out and play, why don't you? Like I say, it's a non-region game. It ain't gonna hurt you when it comes to your region. All you're doing is giving your players an experience. Get them outside the state of Georgia and let them experience something else. Communicate with the local university and college in that area and help your kids get recruited. It's a bigger picture than just playing out-of-state competition. It's a bigger picture. Now, I can't speak on every school. I can only speak on Cedar Grove. When Cedar Grove went up to Maryland and played St. Joseph's up there, or whatever the school name was, they went to Maryland, practiced at Maryland, hung out at Maryland, got entertained by the coaching staff. Some kids actually went to Maryland after that. This is the same thing is about to happen in TCC. They're going to get entertained by TCU, and you're going to have a kid or two go to TCU. Yes, we have a pipeline to TCU, but still, get your kids outside the state of Georgia.
Basically, it's all about building relationships.
Yes, and that's what it comes down to at the end of the day. Mm-hmm. Yes, it's going to be a game played on a Friday or Saturday, but shit, TCC, get involved in the Georgia-Florida Classic, Georgia-Florida weekend.
So, Mr.
Playing Florida State University High School don't count.
Okay.
You know what I'm saying? Playing Godby out of Tallahassee don't count. I'm just saying, playing Charles out of Florida don't count.
Okay.
Playing Lake Placid out of Florida, where they done did a damn movie about alligators and Betty right out there feeding the alligator cow. That don't count.
No, Lord, we get it.
Okay.
Mr. Gross has a question for you all. He wants to know about your thoughts on Savannah Christian Prep. Welcome to the podcast, Mr. Gross. He said the best two defensive linemen in the state, Elijah Griffin and LaDamian Guyton. The last game versus Toombs County is going to be epic.
Hold on. I'm trying to find. Hold on. Who made that comment?
David Gross.
I'm trying to find David.
No.
Or Gross, either one. I think it's Gross. Let me know, Mr.
Okay.
David.
Savannah Christian Prep, huh? That's who we talking about, right?
Yes.
Last game versus Toombs.
Yeah, aren't y'all proud of me? I said Savannah Christian. I have grown.
So, see, he threw me off with the Savannah Christian Prep. Is that what Savannah Christian actually called his preparatory school?
Yeah.
Okay, I just knew him as Savannah Christian. So, here's my thing. Yes, it's going to be a good game. We know it's going to be a good game because that game is going to decide the region. To an extent, it's going to decide the region based to give Toombs the first or second seed going into the playoff. Here's my thing. If Toombs is really that dude this year, and I think that's going to be my term for this season, that dude. If Toombs is that dude, which I don't think Toombs is going to handle Savannah Christian like that, not in a blowout anyway.
Okay.
You think? What you think they're going? You think Toombs going?
No. I agree. I don't think Toombs blow out Savannah.
It'll be a close game. It's going to be a close game.
I like Toombs. Now, I know they got Elijah Griffin, and I think he's like the number one player in this class. With my own eyes, I think Guyton was better than Griffin. So they got 2 studs on the defensive line. But again, the wide receiving core and the offense that Toombs kind of got going on right now, it's going to pose a problem. And I know this because, again, I watched a Peach County team go down and give Savannah Christian a problem with less talent than what Toombs kind of had right now. So I look for that to be a good.
You ain't got to tell me on that. See, again, you didn't even let me finish tonight. So what I was going to get to, my end result was, and with fucking around with you, I'm just going to get straight to the point for the rest of the night.
I've been trying to get you back to yourself, bro.
Toombs County going to win the game. Yeah, it's going to be a close game. It's going to be a good competitive game. I think Toombs County will beat Savannah Christian for the simple fact. All you got to do is go back and watch 2 game tapes. Peach County and City Road. Go back and watch them 2 game tapes. And y'all be able to shut down Savannah Christian.
Mr. Reddy said they're only 5A because of the multiplier numbers. They are 4A.
Who was that? Who was that?
Thomas County Central. I think they have a kind of like Central. They have a and they're not a magnet school, but they have a specific program that's specific to Thomas County Central that all the kids in the city and the county go to. And so they get a lot of out of district kids, therefore the multiplier, therefore that's why they go up.
But, I mean, when you got 2 public schools in the county, what you expect?
Okay.
But see, one thing you gotta understand, Thomasville having 95 kids dressing out has a BA thing to do with their classification. It don't go by the number of football players you got on that team. It goes by the number of student body. I just watched Peach County play a 6A Burmark that probably had 35 kids on the football team.
They might have had 40, but it wasn't a lot more than that.
Pushing maybe 40. But the point is, if they only have 600 kids in the school, and I'm not sure their numbers, and 95 of them is on the football team, so be it. That don't stop them from being a single A school just because they got 95 kids on the team.
Yeah. What's going on, Mr. McKelvin? How you doing? Mr. Rocky Hadley. Welcome to the podcast. Kids, Mr. Walker says it's not all about the money. Kids need to be exposed because it ain't cool with it to come to region play and your team not going to be challenged. Be at home and get ready for basketball. John Wilkins wants to know what Derek Redding says they got to get away from all those rival games, Cairo, Bainbridge, Thomasville, and Brooks. Those games are going to get played every year, and now only leaves 1 game.
Mm-hmm.
Now Wilkins wants to know what do non-region games have to do with winning your region game?
It does prepare you.
Yeah, that's why
when you're playing some pretty good non-region competition. I mean, if you in a uneven region, then yeah. But if you cakewalking all through your non-region games, playing teams that's not up to par, and then you got to go through a juggernaut of a region like Thomas County Central, that does pose an issue.
Okay. Bump all that. Here's my question for TCC. How does Monroe, Cairo, Florida State University High School, Thomasville, and Bainbridge get you prepared to play Lee, Northside, Houston, and Kaufman? They don't get you prepared to play them. They don't. So again, we've already put our receipts out there. Well, at least I'm gonna put it out there for me for tonight. You're not gonna win your region. You're not gonna win your region because your non-region is not preparing you. All you're doing basically is having organized practice in your non-region schedule.
Well, I got them winning the region, but I won't be surprised if they wanted to. You know, I wouldn't be surprised if Coffee, or if Lee can pull it off and they become 1 or 2. Like,
man,
is just tough.
Man, Forget all that. I'm stamping it right now. They're gonna lose to Lee County on
Okay.
September 27th. On September 27th, they travel to Lee County. They gonna lose to Lee County in Lee County.
Okay. Let's see. Okay, Obadiah said, yeah, they have special education students that go to their school, which really is so they're from everywhere and they go there. So that's what makes them really be a 5A when technically they're probably a 4A school and not 5A. Yeah, it does count in sports, Obadiah. Unfortunately, you have to get like special permission. Like Central in Macon, they have a program that all the kids in Macon flock to. Well, it makes them look like they're higher classification than they really are. Because all those kids, their home schools are different, right? So they had to petition the GHSA to play down. And I think when y'all first went to 6A, I think y'all jumped from 4A to 6A. And I think whoever was in charge, I don't think Mr. Coach Rogers was there yet, but whoever was in charge, if I'm not mistaken, they petitioned the GHSA just like Thomasville did because of the travel, whatever. And the GHSA said, take your butt back on there and do like we tell you to do. So I don't know. What's going on, Dwayne? Hope your knee is doing okay. We're doing okay. Tick says they took the multiplier away, didn't they? No.
I haven't heard anything about it going away.
Nope, they did. Not when they did the reclassification, they didn't.
Yeah. Let's see. So it's a lot. Okay, yeah, let me read these real quick and then we're gonna go to these polls and get out of here.
Okay.
Let's see. You are not on time, Dwayne. I'm talking about you on time. You'll never be on time. Deshaun says 95, 85, or 75. You can only play 11 on each side, but it's different them 11 in the first quarter as opposed to them 11 in the fourth quarter. If you don't have people to depth is a thing, and it makes a difference. Christopher says, when you get rid of your rivalry games in the South, what teams will bring in more crowds from up north when your rivals are 15 miles away? It's not a good business decision. So maybe you give up maybe one or rotate one to expose them to something else. I don't know.
I mean, you got a lot down there, and I understand what Chris is speaking on because let's be real. I guess the only difference is Peach being a lower classification. They played the likes of Northside and Perry and Hoko and Warner Robins doing non-region schedules. And those teams was good enough to draw the money games and also good enough to sharpen the iron that when Peach County went into that region, it was no cakewalk because they had to play the likes of those larger schools. So I guess with TCC being the larger school, I guess it's a look down on them. But I don't know. I'm okay with you talking about money, but I do agree with what bruh's saying though. Like if you that guy, be that guy. And I think that's what Cedar Grove did. They took the next step, and a lot of their kids are being recognized for that, being on the national stage. And I don't know about this year, but I know the cornerback and the defensive lineman and some things that Thomas County Central got can really benefit from being on a national stage with that type of talent.
Man, you know what, yo? I'm gonna say it like this: TCC, you got your own gate. You don't share your gate with nobody. You can invite people and give them a percentage of the gate to get competition to come to you. So for you, Mr. Sloan, to say what you said, I'm telling you, it's BS. Because hold on, Jay. Let me get this out. Please let me get this out.
I'm sorry.
Let me get this out. Because Handicap County, Cedar Grove cannot host teams because we do not own the gate. TCC owns their gate. You can get teams. Central Phoenix right there in Alabama ain't got no problem traveling to Georgia.
And guess what? They will travel.
Thompson in Alabama ain't got no problem traveling. This is what I'm saying, TCC. Yes, I'm saying it, and this is my receipt. You play a weak ass non-region schedule. I don't care how you want to take it. You take it for what it is, but you do. You play a weak non-region schedule because you're playing familiar. One, you're playing familiar opponent. Two, you're playing smaller classification opponent. So yeah, you all hype when you beat these guys. But like I say, like I said earlier, if you want to be that guy, be that dude. Step outside of your comfort zone. Play a top 25 team from Florida or Alabama. That's all I'm saying. I'm not asking you to go to Texas, California, Colorado, up to the DMV. Stick to your neighboring state. Play a top 25 school, Florida or Alabama. Have them come to you and give them, split the gate with them. That's all you got to do. Because you're going to keep the concession stands for the band anyway. So split the gate with the football program.
Mm-hmm.
That's all to it.
Mr. Gross, I'm gonna come back to your comment. Let me get these TCC comments out of the way. Money is what drives those games.
I don't even want to hear shit about money from TCC no more.
Cole says Cole seems to think that they need to drop Cairo and Bainbridge, and he said it didn't matter the last few years when they went back to back region champs. Shit, what am I talking about? John Wilkins said they played
hold on, stop right there. But what happened when you got in the playoffs and you played a Roswell team in 2022? Your ass got put out in the quarterfinals. Don't tell me your non-region schedule does not affect you going forward, because it does. And we can say the same thing in 2021. You had, again, a weak non-region schedule, which you actually lost to Florida State High School in Thomasville. Got put out in the first round. You damn near had a 60-piece put up on you by Benedictine. Don't tell me your non-region schedule ain't gonna get you straight going forward. I'm not buying it.
Okay, so that addresses what Mr. Wilkins said. They played them last year and won the region and state, and they have beaten Lee over in Lee County, so it doesn't matter.
Talking on the past and not the present. Take an honest look at your team, sir. If I can take an honest look at my team and accept what the season is going to be, why can't you do the same when it comes to yours?
4-6, 4-5,
6-3, dog. I'm telling you, 6-3. I don't know why you keep playing on me like that.
Thank you, Mr. Gross. I got it right. David Gross, like the rotten eggs smell gross. And let me go back up to what he says about Savannah Christian. He said Savannah Christian is much better this year than last. The offensive line averages 280 pounds. The run game with Zoe Smalls is hard to stop. I'm predicting we beat Toombs the last game. It's possible.
Zoe Smalls, man, shout out to Zoe Smalls, man. I think he had over 200 yards rushing last week. Again, nothing to, I hate it hurts me to my stomach because of the nonsense that was pulled down in Pooler, Georgia last year, to give y'all any kind of credit down there at Savannah Christian. But it's a great team, man. You got some great athletes, some great coaches down there and stuff like that. So you're not honestly, I think you are favored to win private. But I just don't think that defense will be enough to beat Toombs County.
I am gonna say this. I do want to add this. Savannah Christian, you are one of our top 4 favorite teams to reach the semifinals in private, along with PAC, Calvary Day, and more than likely Hamburg Christian. Based on how the playoff format lays out for y'all. But it's nothing against y'all. It's just what Toombs has on offense right now is a matter of your defense matching up. Unless you improved on your defense from last year, you're not going to match up with Toombs.
He said they better. And he said your assessment is fair, yo. Tick says Northeast moved down to single A because the multiplier is applied differently. And he also said the International Baccalaureate program at Central skews their numbers. So,
so they don't count. So they don't count our international students?
No, that's the name. They have a big that's the name of it. He's so silly. Anyway, but yeah, a lot of people agree with you with regard to TCC versus Phoenix City being a good game, and it's not that far for them to travel. I mean, how far is it from Columbus?
Shit. Phoenix City would travel. That's
What
what I'm
I'm
saying.
saying. How far is it from Columbus to Thomasville, y'all? Y'all let me know.
I mean, that's what I'm saying. Columbus was traveling to Thomasville last year with Carver going down there. So I'm telling you, Phoenix City fans, teams, all of that, they travel. That would be a great money game for Thomas County Central if they did. And just think, Cedar Grove don't play them, Peach don't play them. You know, Peach and Cedar Grove was the dogs. Now, granted, I think Cedar Grove played a whole lot better. We was missing 6 starters, and that game shouldn't have never been played under them. Well, you couldn't cancel the game. I'm just saying you didn't want those kind of odds against you. But if Thomas County is the dog right now, it would be nice to test your fate against the Alabama State champions. Just bring them in.
Man, we lost by 2.
Rogers and see what
we lost. Man, we lost on the last play of the game to them. Man, we had that game won. Last play of the game, we lost. But anyway.
Yeah, I know how that feels, Mike.
In the Cam Newton Classic.
I know how that feels, Mike.
Yeah, at least they win the state championship.
We ain't even got to talk about that. We got cheated worse than y'all did.
I ain't talking about the cheat, dude. We talking about the last play, dude.
Let's go over these polls real quick so we can get out of here. I didn't eat my dinner before we got on.
Oh, you ain't eating them? Oh, my bad. Okay.
Man, what she told her backstage, bro, what she was doing?
I did. I didn't get a chance to eat it. I had just got through making my hot water cornbread. And I tasted a piece and it was good. But I hadn't gotten a chance to eat it.
So we're gonna have a question of the day, y'all. Stay tuned.
Oh man, this is too funny right here. All right. So as always, on the right hand side is the right pole, i.e. the FNL pole. On the left hand side, you got way out there in left field, AJC.
Oh, the game came on at 8:00, not 9. Why did I think they came on at 9?
I don't know shit. I've been watching the game for the past hour. What y'all been doing? Yeah, it's 7-6 right now. So just so y'all do know, what's his name, quarterback for the Jets. He made it. He made it past the first snap. He made it past warm up.
Aaron Rodgers.
Aaron Rodgers. Yeah, Aaron Rodgers made it past warm ups this year. All right. So again, FNL poll is on the right of the screen. AJC poll is on the left of the screen. We both in agreement with our Savannah Christian being number 1 right now. We feel Capital Day is still the number 2 team despite taking a loss. Hebron Christian at number 3. And we have Prince Ave at number 4, whereas AJC has them at number 3. Fellowship Christian, we feel Fellowship Christian took a crucial loss, but they're going to be all right. They're going to bounce back. They are one, in my opinion, one of the top 5 teams in private, despite North Carolina Christian being above them. Athens Academy, Love It, Acquaintance, and Holy Innocence rounds out our poll, whereas with AJC, Athens Academy, Love It, Calvary Day, North Carolina Christian, Wesleyan, and Westminster rounds out their poll to where they dropped Trinity Christian this week. We dropped Trinity Christian last week. Any comments on our poll so far?
Mr. Gross said Calvary Day is way down. They lost to Oceanside Collegiate. Savannah Christian beat Oceanside by 24. Looking forward to playing tunes by Day in Swainsboro. Y'all have a great week. Same to you, Mr. Gross.
Okay. All right, moving on.
Division 2.
Yep. Yeah, boy. All right. So Division 2. We dropped Greene County after their loss, as did well AJC did drop, but we had Greene County as our number one team. We dropped them 2 spots after their loss, and we ended up putting Irving, Manchester rounds out the top three. AJC still has Bowden as number one, where we have them at 4, but we still got them in position to do what they need to do because we still feel they're one of the top 10 in Division Two. Rounding out our top 10, we have Tryon, Lincoln, Clinch, Brooks, Seminole, dropped ECI, Emmanuel County Institute, and brought in Charleston County. And for the AJC, they rounded out their top 10 with Manchester, Clinch, Greene, Seminole, Tryon, Metter, and Lincoln County. I don't know what took the AJC so long to catch on to Lincoln County, but my question is, how do you bring in a 1-1 Metter team when you have better teams out there that are playing better than Metter right now?
Mm.
So I'm gonna leave that at that. It's no shot being fired at Metter. It's just the fact that you do have other teams playing better than Metter right now, and I think we all can agree with that.
Better than Metter.
Yes. All right. Moving on. Moving on to D1. For the most part of D1, we had already had Bleckley County out of our polls, but we're pretty much on the same page, looking at the same teams, with the exception of Fitzgerald. I just don't understand how you keep Fitzgerald in your poll, AJC, with the loss that they took, but that's on you. I'm glad that we're both looking at Jeff Davis and Dodge County. Trying to figure out why did the AJC drop Northeast, because of the loss that they took to Peach County without Nick Wolford. Is that that's the only reason I can think of the AJC.
And they've been spanking butt ever since their kid been back. So
yeah.
Mm-hmm.
So just for, and this is mainly for the listeners. And the other difference is we still have Worth County in our poll, but Worth County, you take one more loss, you go. But my thing is,
okay, I see him in himself.
Put it Lamar County.
Yeah. Steven says Brooks is gonna kill Fitzgerald this week. Yes,
I agree.
Handing out butt whippings. What's going on, Mr. James? Okay, yeah.
I totally agree. That's why I'm still trying to figure out why the AJC got him in there. All right, moving on to 2A. Pierce, Morgan, Stevens. We both agree you are the top 3 teams in 2A as of right now. Yes, Stevens kind of took a loss, but we did not penalize. We did penalize them, but not that bad. As far as Athens, Sumter, and Burke County, handle your business, and you will progress and move up accordingly. Carver, Columbus, I'm going to go ahead and put this out here right now. You basically got to win this weekend. I'm sorry, Carver, Columbus. You got to win this weekend. It's no other way for me to put it. I mean, yeah, you got to win.
They play Sumter.
Yeah. No, they played Northside Columbus, don't they?
Yeah, Northside. It's Northside.
Oh, okay.
It's Northside Columbus. But they got to win this game. And the reason I'm saying they got to win this game is to give them momentum going into region play. Yes, you open up region play against Columbus, Hardaway, Sharp. Cool. But October 17th, you got to face that Sumter team, that Sumter County. You got to get your offense producing right now. I'm sorry to say. So, Carver, Columbus, I'm putting you on the bowl this weekend. Laney is another team that has a nice little game this weekend.
They got Greene County.
Exactly. So, Laney, you are on the bubble this weekend.
Nah, Laney won't pull the upset. And I watched that Greene County team. That's a hell of a team. But Laney will be 4-1 come out to Friday.
Now, okay. And I got no problem with it. This is all I'm going to say on this. Thompson fans, you know we ride y'all hard because of how much smack y'all talk last year. We ain't seen a lot of Thompson fans around this year, and I wonder why. But
that was the year before last, and they was ghosts last year.
No, they ended up getting goals when they lost, and when they lost in the playoffs. We ain't seen them since they lost in the
We
playoffs
had
last year.
about 2 or 3 last year, and then they lost the Tunes in the Brickyard, and then nobody stayed around but Marquise. Mr. Maine, come on, Maine. We drop you. You was number 6. You
But what I'm getting at is with Laney, you got 2 good games coming up back to back. You got Greene County, and then you got a week off, and you follow that up with Thompson. Take advantage of it, and you could possibly win your region. We brought Callaway and Rockmart back in. They both teams had good wins. We dropped Cook and Ringo because they took losses to the teams that we brought back in. Respectfully, Callaway beat Cook, Rockmart beat Ringo. Ringo is still on the bubble. If they handle business, they can come back in. All right, we're gonna keep it moving. 3A. We both agree on the top 4 teams in 3A. Not in any particular order, but Santa Creek, Jefferson, Peach, and Mary Persons. Mary Persons, I don't see you staying in that top 4, but continue doing what you're doing. As of now, due to an off week, we still have Harlem, and we rounded out with the AJC and Cherokee. In Cherokee Bluff, Northwest Winfield, Douglas. We kept Adairsville in, and we brought in Monroe area, and we dropped Troop. Calhoun. I understand who you lost to last week, but and then LaGrange. I don't know why the AJC brought you back in at 2-2. There are other teams out there that have a better resume than LaGrange after the first 4 games. So, but it is what it is with LaGrange.
Maine says Burke County is going to win the region. You got plenty of faith in Laney, I see.
We'll discuss that. We'll discuss that one in November. We're going to talk about that one in November. I'm going to leave it at that. Because November is a long ways away. A lot can happen between now and then. All right, 4A. Cartersville, Benedictine, Warner Robins, and Perry. That is our top 4. Warner Robins had a very good win this weekend, and we felt we had to reward them despite a lot of teams being off last week. But that was a solid win for Warner Robins. Despite the lack of defense being played in the game, it was still a good win. Blessed Trinity, we're still keeping an eye on you. North of Coney, East Side, and we both agreed, us and the AJC agreed to bring Cedartown in. Cedartown has had some solid victories going, through the first 4 weeks, and we both agreed Cass had to drop after that devastating loss that they took this past weekend.
I will say Marist is probably higher than number 5, but based on where they started, I mean, we couldn't justify,
especially on an off week. That's the
thing. They're an off week.
Yeah, 4A. If you look at our polls as well as AJC, it wasn't much movement that can be done because it was a lot of off weeks. A lot of people was off, so that's about the best you're gonna see. That's why our polls are so kind of similar as you'll look at it when it comes to the teams and stuff. But yeah, with all those teams being off in the top heavy, I think 2 through 6 or something was off. That's crazy. So we had to adjust accordingly, and that's what we come up with.
This is probably the toughest poll we had to do.
Yes.
I do want to say this. On this 4A poll, is going to sort itself out starting October 4th.
Yes. When you go into that region 1,
yeah,
when
and
you
that's what I'm getting
4 teams in the top 5, is it? Well, we're being 6. You got 4 teams in the top 6 at that region, so it'll sort itself out.
But yeah, you got Warner Robins, Perry, Ware County, and Benedictine in the same region, and they start playing against each other September 27th. It's gonna sort itself out, and I'm gonna give you my receipt on this one. I do think Marist is gonna be sitting at top in our poll by the end of the season, because when you look at Marist region, Marist has nobody to contend with in their region, and they open
Yeah,
up region play this week.
yeah, and that's why I think Carterville will remain number one because I think their strength of schedule will be a little harder than what Marist is going to put up. So therefore, I think it'll be hard for Marist to jump them where they got a cakewalk for the remainder of the season.
Mm.
And I can agree. But 1 and 2, we definitely see them at 1 and 2. Benedictine somewhere in the top four, and then whoever takes second in that region is probably going to end up being, in the top four in our region. And those top four teams we see in 4A to make it to the semifinal. All right, but yeah, it's going to be region play is going to be real interesting for that region one, and that's one of the other regions that we're going to keep an eye on going forward. All
Toughest
right, 5A.
classification in football.
Yep. 5A, we both agree Milton is the best team in the state of Georgia right now. I don't care what nobody else say, and that's just me personally.
Hmm.
TCC, Lee County, Gainesville rounds out the top four respectfully, but not in any particular order. Coffee comes in at number 5 on both polls. We really, really did something last week that I don't think we really ever done. I don't think we ever had Decatur ranked. We brought Decatur in last week. Decatur has had some solid wins throughout the season. So due to the losses of some teams in front of them, we bumped them up 4. We're the only ones right now paying attention to Decatur. Outside of that, rounding out Hughes, Roswell, Houston County, Sequoia, we're all good. I don't know, but I'm not gonna speak for y'all. But for me personally, I just cannot bring Brunswick in right now at number 10
Yeah,
for us.
yeah. That Brunswick, I think that was the right choice to leave Brunswick off right now. Sequoia is definitely playing some good ball as well as Decatur. So those two teams are very, very, very much deserving than Brunswick at this point.
Okay. We got any comments going on so far, sis?
No, not really. Bear says Landon's gonna beat Burt, and Maine said not in football, but that's it.
Okay.
And then Marquise was telling us about the Monday night game, which I'm sure everybody's watching at this juncture.
Yeah, and Devo just go for San Francisco. And that
So it did
referee,
score again because they took it back, but he
yeah,
scored again. Okay.
I'm assuming so. All I know is that female referee got it. It looks like she got a nice little ass on her. But let me get back to the polls. 1 and 2, we both agree. Carrollton, Buford. Um, I'm sorry, Carrollton, Buford, Douglas in 1, 2, and 3 spots. I cannot wait for the conversation on Wednesday to talk about these Friday night games in 6 and 5A. That's all I'm gonna say. Um, Valdosta, continue handling business, and you'll stay ranked accordingly. Um, North Gwinnett, Collins Hill, Camden County, Grayson, Mill Creek, Colquitt rounds out our top 10, along with the AJC. Colquitt County. I want to speak to y'all. Eventually, we're going to have a serious conversation. But this is what I'm going to say to Colquitt County. Do not, and I repeat, do not fall into another trap game this weekend. That's all I'm gonna tell you, Colquitt County.
Oh, that ain't no trap game. That's possible loss. Like, ain't no trap about that one.
Okay. Well, Colquitt County. Um, I hope you guys enjoyed the success you've had the past couple of years with Nico Fan and the folks you had down there. But like I say, and this is what I said to start the year off, I just don't see you as that same productive team from last year, offensively anyway. And I think what happened to you last week against North Gwinnett, Lee County is going to capitalize on that, and I do feel like at least 2 teams in your region is going to capitalize on that in Valdosta and Camden County.
Mm-hmm.
So that rounds out our top 10 for entering in the week 5. All comments are welcome. Let us know what you think.
We don't really have any. I think they've seen the polls and they've we've had a robust conversation tonight. It's 9 o'clock. People getting ready for bed, and they're watching Monday Night Football. So, we good. I think we say the question of the day for Wednesday. That's just my opinion.
I ain't got no problem with that.
Well, Wednesday we would definitely have a question of the day.
Okay. Oh, King Hustle said Lee County is gonna beat Colquitt tonight. I mean Friday. So it'll be the first time. So it's again, we're gonna talk about all of the upcoming matchups for the week. We're gonna talk about them on Wednesday. The Wizards gonna put his picks out. Y'all can go on and cuss them out and have your arguments ready for Wednesday. Thank y'all so much for joining us tonight. We could not do this podcast without you guys, and we thank you so much for the love that you show each and every one of us. Thank you, Miss Fennel. Polls look right. We appreciate it and welcome.
Hey, shout out, man. Anybody in the Douglas County area, man. Jesse and I will be traveling to the Douglas Buford game this weekend. So if y'all are there, make sure y'all hit us up. Let us know.
Yes. Now, I don't know if you saw the weather forecast,
but it's gonna be raining.
It's gonna be raining kind of hard. So
like we ain't just go through a monsoon this last weekend.
Like do I have to go through too?
Hey, we'll talk about this offline, but you can always watch the game at McDonald's.
Yes, that's true.
That's all I'm saying. We'll talk about it when we get done with this.
Okay. Well, again, guys, we thank you so much, and we will see you all on Wednesday. What time Wednesday? Okay, Mr. Wilkins, we try to do 7, but because we have jobs and responsibilities and errands to run after work, it's 7-ish. So you more than likely it'll be anywhere between 7 and 7:15, but 7:15 usually at the latest. And if not, we'll let you know if it's past that time.
Hold on, yo, you say you helping me get Batman straight and direct, right?
Yes, sir.
Mr. Wilson, we on CP time, dog. We on color people time. When we say 7-ish, we mean 7-ish. Don't 7-ish.
That's what I said.
No. You don't understand. I'm putting emphasis on we on CP time. I hear what you saying, Jess. You kissing babies and shaking hands. I'm being direct. We on CP time. I can't use racial slurs on here no more because I might get in trouble by the FCC.
Look between 7 and 7:15. Look for us between 7 and 7:15, Mr. Wilkins. Thanks so much, and thank you. He said he understand. He ain't slow. He ain't no snapper turtle.
7-ish. What that means? Shit. Somewhere between 7 and 8 o'clock. Shit, 7-ish.
My Lord.
Snapping turtle.
I ain't messing with y'all tonight.
Thank you, Nikki. We appreciate you guys. And again, we'll see you all on Wednesday. Y'all take care.